Welcome, Scorpios. Welcome. This is Sean. This is your host, Sean, with Intuitive Insights. I am back again for another weekly read. This is your mid November read about your job situation. Could be finances, could be position you're in, could be a new endeavor you're going to, could be if you're looking for a job. It also could be a business adventure you're stepping into. It could be a creative growth within your job situation. We're looking at all details that aspect, all categories of details in your job situation. So, with that said, I'm going to talk about a few things, and then we're going to roll right into. I am going to roll right into your reading for this week. This is just a quick general overview of your reading. Please take whatever resonates with you, leave the rest for the divine following. Also, when I read the cards, please interpret what I tell you into your own life, and your own job situation. Tie it to your own job situation, what you have going on, and put the pieces together. Where do the pieces fit where you need to know? Take the advice, take the things, and how do you apply them in your own life? Use your own discernment. So, if you are in need of a reading or anything like that, I know your time is valuable, so is mine. So, if you are in need of a reading, everything is down in the description. Please check out the bio and everything like that. I feel, this is me, Sean, I feel my prices are very reasonable for my value of the readings with my intuition. My time and energy is valuable. If you are in need of a reading, the QR code is down on the right side of the screen there. It'll get you over to my Cash App. Please check that out. If you are watching this on replay and you want a reading, please put in the subject over in the Gmail, put in tarot reading. I will get back to you promptly. I do check that daily. If you are in need of any alignment with your chakras, I have a 5-week chakra alignment meditation going on this Friday. I extended it another week. Seats are empty right now, so join on in. You get in while supplies last. Get on in. I think the price is very reasonable for what you get for the 5 weeks. The link is down in the description also for the short. Please check that out. Again, your time is valuable and so is mine. So let's get rolling. Do this. What is the first card we need? Spirit, what is the first card we need? Spirit, what is the first card we need for this reading of Scorpio, their job? Because with Scorpio, you are the protectors. You protect your tribe. You protect. Hey, welcome in. If the messages are resonating, please consider hitting that subscribe button. But only subscribe if you feel you want to come back and the messages are resonating. See, Scorpio, when you get into that circle, you protect who's in your circle. You protect them. So it could be that you have a protection in your job field. Like you feel that protection. You feel like it's a family setting in that job. Like you can resonate with the people that you work with. It's a job you can grow at. You can have friends in that job. It could be if you're already in a job situation and you've been there for a while. Is what I'm feeling. Let's see here. What's the card? How do we start the reading off? Spirit, how do we start the reading off? What do we need to know for Scorpio? What's their job situation? What's their job in general? Okay. We got 2 cards that popped out, and that's what we're going to start the reading with. Hey, welcome in, Anna. Welcome in. We got 2 cards. The first one is this reverse card, which is this Four of Wands. And I've talked quite a bit about that in the other 2 readings with Pisces and Cancer. Didn't show up yet, but it did show up now. So what it's looking like is so far you want, and like I said, you want to have that home life, that fulfillment in your home life. You want to have that celebration. You want to have that celebration. You want your talents and your efforts to be paid off. Is what you really want, and you're really stepping it up to be the queen of your pentacles here, and really understand what your value is. What do you value in wealth and money? What do you value in your knowledge? Where are you gaining your knowledge? This could be somebody that is understanding their knowledge from learning. Could be going to college or from school or whatever it may be, and you're applying it into your job situation, your job field. Let's see, what else? What else we got here? Okay, Knight of Pentacles. You're starting to step up for your wealth. You're starting to understand it. Like I said, you're starting to move forward and fight for your money. If you're applying for a job, this could be that you're going to that job with the mindset that you're fighting for it. Okay. Let me see here, because we got some cards here. Okay. This card here, I'm going to talk about this card before I do anything else. Twice. This card here, this Nine of Wands. That wanted to come out for Pisces, and it wanted to come out for Cancer. It never did. Now it came out for Scorpio. It came out for you. This Five of Swords also came out for Pisces, and it came out for Cancer. Pisces, it was sideways. Cancer, it was forward. Scorpio, it's reversed. It is reversed for Scorpio. We have a forward card, which is the King of Wands. We have the World and the Lovers. The World also came out for Pisces. That also came out for Pisces. Somebody's not loving what they do. I can tell you that 100%. Somebody here in their job situation, whoever this Scorpio is, somebody's not loving what they do. They're not loving the world that they created. The world they created within their job area. They're not loving it. They're not loving themselves. They're not loving it. They're feeling the stress. They're feeling the burden. They're feeling it. They're feeling everything. They're feeling it all. They're not able to go get their crops. They're not able to reap. They're not seeing their crop. They're not able to go pick up their crop. They're not able to go and venture out and get their crop and get what they're owed because they're not loving themselves. They're not creating. Sorry. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Got a little mucus going on. I do apologize. Bear with me. You want this celebration. You want the celebration. You want the recognition for your job being done. You want the world to recognize your abilities and congratulate you for your abilities. Start seeing your abilities. Start seeing what your worth is. Start sharing yourself. You want people to join in and people to recognize you have strength here. And you're willing to fight for that to be the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. You're willing to fight to have that celebration, but you're willing to fight to see this celebration, but it's not going to come without getting rid of some of this old thinking, this old patterns you were doing, getting rid of them, so you can be the king of your wands, so you can stand strong on the choices you make in your business adventures, in your job adventures. Because the world you're creating, you're not loving it. You're not loving the world. You're not loving yourself in this area. You're depleting yourself. You're not loving who you are in this position. You're not loving what you're doing. You're just doing it to do it. You're doing it. Let me see here. What we got? Okay. You're not loving what you're doing. You're just doing it for the money. You're doing it for the money. You're not doing it because you love doing it. And that's why you're not able to go reap your reward and see your crops yet, because of that. Because you gotta love what you do. And I said this before with Pisces and Cancer earlier. You have to love what you do. And a career is loving what you do, getting up and loving what you do, being passionate about it and loving it. A job is something you do just because you need the money. Just because you need the money, you do it, regardless. We got Temperance, which is reversed. The Temperance was sideways. No, the Temperance was that was forward in Pisces. It's reversed in Scorpio. It's reversed. It is reversed. You're getting rid of these old patterns. You're getting rid of these old patterns. You're starting to fight for what you want. You're starting to fight for your value. You're starting to see that you're valued here, and you're not going to let no one fuck around and fuck with your values. You're going to know that this is my value. This is what I charge. If you're in a job situation or a career situation where say for example a self-employment situation where you set the prices, you know your value, you know what your time and energy, you know where your time and energy is valued, and you know what you charge for certain things. Those represent your value. Those represent your value, and you're not letting those things slide. It's like, I'm valued. You want my value, you want my knowledge, you want my discernment, you want my information, you want help. This is what I charge, and this is what I'm going to charge. You're standing strong. You're standing strong on your beliefs and stepping it up, especially if you have a YouTube channel. You're understanding that these are my beliefs. If you play the guitar or you play an instrument and you're going out and getting gigs and different things like that, you're presenting yourself in the manner of, this is what I'm at. This is what I'm valued at. If you're applying for a job this week, you're going to that job with the mindset of, this is how I'm valued. These are the tools and things I have in my belt that I'm valued, and you're fighting for that position. You're fighting for your worth. But I'm gonna say this right here. You created a life that you do not love. You're in a position that you do not love, in a job you do not love. You're not seeing your wealth. You're not seeing your love in it. You're not seeing the love in that position you're in. You're not seeing it because you made the choice, yes, and you may have created a world in the past. You may have created, because the Temperance, you're not repeating these same cycles. And with that card out, with that card reversed, and the World and the Lovers reversed, you maybe in the past created a world that you weren't liking. You were always working for somebody else. You were always out there busting your ass for somebody else, chasing their dream. And I said this before with Pisces and Cancer. If you keep chasing someone else's dream, you're never going to chase your own dream. You need to understand your wealth. Understand what you have, your knowledge. Understand your wealth. Understand who you are. Understand your accolades. Understand your accolades here. Your accolades are the ones that's going to move you forward. You're doubting what you can really do here. You're doubting your strength in this. Love who you are. Love it. You gotta love what you do. Let's see what the advice is. Let's get the advice. I know it's the Temperance. The Temperance here we already know. I can tell you that for sure. But let's see why we got this Eight of Pentacles. What's the advice on this Eight of Pentacles here? This Eight of Pentacles. Let's see, the Nine of Wands to the Eight of Pentacles. Let's see if we can get. There we go. Ooh, that card almost wanted to show itself. It almost wanted to show itself. This card here. Okay, we got a sideways card, which is the Three of Clubs here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You're looking inward for new ways to move forward in your business, new ways of doing that. You're seeing you're feeling stuck though. You're feeling a little bit stuck. You're seeing some delays. And the question I want to ask you, because you're not seeing your crop, you're not seeing it. You're meant to have it, but the question is, what's holding you back, Scorpio? What's holding you back? What is holding you back from achieving your Nine of Wands, your crop, going to get your crop? What's holding you back from taking that leap, from changing that job situation, from putting yourself out there, from not doing the things you want to do with your job without getting a job? If you're applying for a job and you're not seeing that much growth in it, what's holding you back? What is holding you back from applying to that job that you want to apply to? What's holding you back from leaving that job you want to leave? What's holding you back from applying for that promotion? Applying to that other position. If you work in a corporate position and like Walmart, for example, if you work at Walmart and you see on there, because I've done it before, I worked at Walmart, on the job section, instead of applying for that job, the next area, when there's a job opening and you see it on there, what's holding you back from applying to that? What's holding you back from clicking on that and saying, here, I want to apply to this position. I work in one position. I say, for example, you work on the meat department. What's holding you back from leaving the meat department and applying for that job as, I don't know, deli, for example? What's holding you back? Or for example, warehouse stock. What's holding you back from applying to that job? And I got a feeling it's these patterns. You're breaking these patterns. You're breaking these cycles. You're breaking this indecision, these cycles, is what I feel that you're doing. We got a forward card. Because you're understanding your spiritual path. You're having a deeper connection with your spiritual path. You're having these new beginnings. You're letting go of old patterns, embracing the new patterns. You're having self-growth. You're growing yourself. You're getting over some things. You're growing yourself. So you can see that. But let's take a look here. Let's see why we got the world reversed. The world was reversed also in Pisces. Let's see if we can get one more card here. A strong foundation builds everything. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. We got 4 cards actually for the world. So let's see here. Sideways card. You're taking action. You're starting to see a vision. You're seeing clearly. You're having some compassion. Having some embracing generosity. Being thankful for the things you have. And I always say this: if you're not thankful for the things you have, the universe will show you. Will start showing you, like, you're not grateful for this, so we're just gonna. Eventually, it's gonna be gone. You're not grateful for it. You got to be grateful for the things you have. The universe will show you. You won't get nothing. You will get nothing in life unless you're grateful for the things you already have. Look around at your situation, at your job situation. Look around and see what you have already. See what you have. See what areas you can improve in. See what areas you can't, you're struggling in. See what areas are moving forward and which ones aren't. Are you stuck? Are you not stuck? Do you need to leave that job? Do you not need to leave that job? We got a forward card. That one with the king. So far, for the 9 of Wands, reversed, we got the 4 of Diamonds. For the world, sideways, we got the King of Clubs. For the 8 of Pentacles, we got the 3 of Clubs, sideways. We got the 8 of Clubs, which is forward for the world. You're seeing some business. You're seeing some professional challenges. Maybe your relationship. Maybe you're having some issues with your relationship a little bit, and they're causing you some stress in to overpower your job. You're letting your emotional baggage at home affect your job, where you're not thinking clearly. But you're starting to work through that. Right here, you're starting to work through that. Maybe the emotional side of the job is affecting you a little bit. The stress is getting to you a little bit. Let's see here. Let's see. We got a reverse card here. We got a sideways card. The reverse card is the Ace of Diamonds, and the Black Joker is the sideways card. Embrace the unknown. Embrace the unknown. Transformation, overcoming obstacles. You're overcoming the obstacles of the world. You're overcoming these obstacles and coming out of these cycles. You're coming out of these cycles because the seed of prosperity, the gift and opportunity. There's a gift coming from the world. There's room for spiritual growth here. You're growing, but you gotta love yourself. You gotta love what you do. You gotta love it. Show your true authentic self. Show your true authentic self in this. Show yourself. Show the things you love doing. Put your creative spin on it. Put your spin on it. Love the things you do and put your spin on it. Let's take a look here. Let's see why we got this, the celebration card. Why is it reversed? The celebration card is reversed. This is a forward card. It's reversed because you feel emotionally withdrawn. You feel that financial instability. You feel that disappointment. You feel like the time and effort you're putting in isn't paying off. And you know what? That's time where you need to say, what do I value? What's my value here? What am I doing? Maybe I can change it up a little bit. What am I doing that needs to change a little bit? We got another forward card, which is this is the 7 of clubs here. This card here is stating you feel like you're losing a battle. You got challenges, loss of motivation a little bit with the celebration, but you're finding the strength to move forward. Let's see if we can tie this up. Let's see what the final message is. Let's see what the final message is here real quick. Let's see what the final message is. Where's the final message? What's the final message here, Spirit? You're moving forward. We got the 6 of wands here. You're moving forward. You're taking forward action to get to that 4 of celebration. It's gonna take some time to love yourself. We got a sideways card, which is the 5 of cups. Yeah, you moving forward, but you feel like some of your cups aren't fully filled. They're not fully there yet. But what else? What else? What is the advice? What is the advice here? Okay. The advice here is letting go of the past ways you were doing things, loving yourself, removing that sword, loving yourself here, loving yourself, letting go of this past hurt, the way you were doing things, your negativity, letting go of that negative thought, focusing on one thing at a time, improving one thing at a time instead of doing all at once, balance, having balance in your job, focusing on creating that one thing at a time. For me, I worked in restaurants a lot of my life. So maybe it's, if you're working on salad, maybe perfecting that one salad. Maybe you spend 3 days focusing on one salad, getting it perfect. Then you move on to the next salad, and the next salad. And you focus on that one area, and you perfect it, and you master it. You're getting rid of that old thinking. You're getting rid of that old thinking because the universe is saying it's your time. It's your motherfucking time right here. We're here to help you. It's your time. We're giving you the growth you need. We're helping you out. This is your time to shine. This is your time. We're here to help you because you're making the choice. You're back and forth. You're like, because you know what you want. You're going back and forth like you know what you want. You know your value. You know exactly what you want, and you're stepping your foot. You're putting your foot down and stepping it so you can get to this celebration. You can get to that celebration because you're going to be the ace of your wands. You're going to know what the fuck you want and where you want to go with it and what you want to do with it. You're on this path to see this. To see this. To see this celebration. You're on your path to see that. But the only way you're going to get there is by loving yourself and creating the world you want. By loving what you do. You have to love what you do in order to build it to see your crop. Love what you do and start crafting one step at a time. If you're in a business practice, like YouTube, for example, with myself, start practicing on one tarot reading subject at a time. One day you do this. One day you do this. One day you do this. And really focus in on it. Focus in on it and craft it and make it really big and strong. So let's pull an affirmation card, and then I'm going to end it for today. Okay, we got a couple here. For you here, we got a couple here. Today I will look ahead. Today I will see my future is a beautiful life I am looking forward to with the world. Create the world you want by loving yourself. Love what you do to create the world. Today I am powerful. Today my potential to succeed and conquer challenges is limitless. You have potential. Your ideas are very full of potential. I will not compare. Today I will not compare myself to others. I will find true peace in my own life. Stepping out and doing your own thing. Not worrying about what other people are doing. Focus on you. Do your own thing. Do your own thing. Don't copy other people's YouTubes. Do your own thing. People will join. People will show up if you do your own thing. Today I am learning. Today I will focus on learning to grow into a better person. Loving yourself, loving what you do. Today I will not be critical. Today I will not be critical of my appearance or actions. I am perfect the way I am. Value who you are and stand ground on it. Today I am growing. Today I have huge amounts of energy and focus to take on any challenge. There you go. So I believe those are the messages that my Scorpios needed to hear today. Thank you for joining me today. If you are in need of a reading or anything like that, any healing, anything like that, please, please, reach out to me over at my Gmail. Reach out to me. Put in tarot reading in the subject there. I will get back to you. I do check that daily. Please check out the bio. Please check out the description down below. It had the link to my 5-week chakra alignment meditation there. All seats are open right now. It starts this Friday. The QR code is on the right side of the screen. It'll get you over to my PayPal. Any donations are very appreciated. I feel my prices are very valuable and reasonable for my value that I have. So if anything resonated with you, please leave it down in the comments and anything like that. With that said, I will end it for today. So I'll catch you on the next one. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll catch y'all from here to there. Out for now. Stay fresh.